Hey,
Hi.
10 years.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Good job, man.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good show lah.
Hey, come join us.
This is the 10-year video.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, look at the camera and smile in 3, 2, 1.
Sean and I first met each other when we were working together in the same firm. This was back in 2007. So over the years, our friendship developed because we were still keeping in contact. We went out for drinks a lot. We went on trips and traveled together.
Donovan and I decided to start the firm after our trip to the Tao volcano in Philippines. This decision was purely based on our friendship, our trust and respect for each other.
Early on, I knew the internet would play a really big part in our firm's success, and the acronym of our firm name would actually be a key component of that because we wanted to use the acronym as our domain name. After we decided on the firm name Donovan Ho, we quickly purchased the domain name using dnh.com.my. In order to save costs, I decided that I'm going to code the website myself using my very bare basic HTML knowledge which I picked up from many years ago in school to cobble up this website, and it was launched in 2014. It was something that we really wanted to do in terms of using the website to help make legal knowledge more accessible.
Our first edition of our online article was published in October 2014, and it was on the topic of personal data protection.
Today we have more than 600 articles about different legal topics. We purchased a 1,500 square foot office, which ended up being the base of our operations. In the early days of the firm, it being just two of us, we were doing everything, grocery shopping, restocking our pantry, cleaning the toilet.
So we knew we had to hire at some point in our journey. Anyway, we bit the bullet and we hired our first employee in January 2015.
This was Joanne. She was a litigation lawyer that was in my team.
And then our next one in August, and then our next in October, and then our next in December 2015. We finally decided to hire our first admin staff. After a few candidates, we actually interviewed Nadira. So I'm glad to say that Nadira is still with us today.
In 2016, Asian Legal Business named our firm as one of the firms to watch. I remember there was a short write-up about our firm, and they mentioned how we had a very strong or robust social media strategy. In 2017, our firm was named in the Legal 500 as a recommended firm for labour and employment.
And that was a significant milestone for us. To commemorate that, we took the firm for our first overseas trip to Bangkok. And just this year, in June, we took our entire firm to South Korea. Thereafter, in 2018, we also were fortunate enough to be recognized for corporate mergers and acquisitions. And also in that very same year, we were recognized by Benchmark Litigation as being a Tier 2 employment and litigation firm.
So I joined the firm in 2018. I remember vividly when I first joined the firm, I told Donovan I want to experience growth.
We reached a point where we actually had to think, is there enough space for the people to join us? As luck would have it, the unit next to ours ended up being available. We thought this is the time we need to grab the opportunity and get this second unit. We timed our office opening or office expansion party together with the celebration for our firm's 5th year anniversary.
So in early 2020, when the pandemic hit, all businesses were shut down and we couldn't access our office. We talked about many things, including how to keep the firm open. But one thing which we both agreed on very, very quickly was that we did not want to reduce anyone's salaries.
So the moment we were able to, we applied for a loan under one of the grants that was available at that time, and we put it under our personal names.
At that time, a lot of law firms were actually doing salary reduction. Sean and Donovan shared their commitment not to go down that route. And that was when I really felt like, wow, these two partners, they really walk their talk.
In the pandemic, internally, we also decided to have this team about how we were going to deal with all the issues that were coming up, and we called it Adapt and Thrive. We have to be able to adapt to challenging circumstances, and we don't only have to survive, we actually have to thrive.
In 2021, halfway through the pandemic, one day, Donovan asked me, "Hey, do you remember what you told us during your interview that you would like to be made partner? Is that still your plan?" At that time, I was about 2 to 3 months pregnant. People were losing their jobs. We were all recovering from a pandemic. But here I am, being promoted as a partner whilst pregnant and going on my maternity soon. It feels a little bit surreal that I've been here for 5 years and now celebrating our 10th year anniversary.
I'm proud to say that we have grown and we're still growing.
Looking forward for the next 10 years, we're really here to raise up the next generation of young lawyers who embody the core values that we hold dear to our hearts.
And I would really want us to be the same firm that we were when we started. I don't think we need to change that. And now it's 2024, here we are celebrating a decade of D&H.